Hello, I'm Kim, and I get to teach two of my favorite things today, which is doTERRA products and Yamuna Body Rolling. So it's just ways for to reorganize your body so that it's going to support your system long term. So I had a friend that needed me to make a video about sciatic pain. So that's what I'm doing today. So just as a starting point, one of doTERRA's #1 products is MetaPWR. This is 9 kinds of marine collagen, and its delivery system is 20 times more effective than what's on the market right now. So it's from all kinds of little fishies from the Mediterranean around the Italian coast. And I've been using it for a little over 3 months and seen a huge difference in my inflammation and my experience in my body. It's lighter, it's not as heavy, and I was actually able to get back to teaching Yamuna Body Rolling, which we're going to do now. And also I've been going to spin class, which I wouldn't have even dreamed of 3 months ago. It would have been like too much for me. So anyway, so when we're thinking about the sciatic nerve, it runs from the lower back in the lumbar vertebrae, and it comes down through the butt, down the leg. So a lot of people experience it as like a lot of hip pain that's burning, or lower back pain, or a burning sensation going down the side and the back of the hamstring. So when somebody comes in and they're saying they have sciatic pain, first thing I'm going to look at is their feet. So there's a couple different patterns that you see in people. This is what you call an O pattern. This is what you call an X pattern. That's not the only two, but just for video's sake, we're going to go with that for now. So how you can tell, obviously, is just like what I did. If you look in the mirror and you can tell, like, it either you're locking back or you're finding that your feet are dropping in and the knees want to come together. And there can be combinations of both. My original pattern was X. So that's where I'm dropping the inside arch, and then I lose all of the muscle activation in the inside leg. So let's see. So if somebody is standing for long lengths of time and it aggravates that sciatic nerve pain, you're going to be looking at how tight is the heel, because the bottom of the foot, this whole area right here, there's so many muscle attachments that go up the whole back side of the body, even to the top of the head, like a fascial line. But physically, it's where a lot of muscles attach, is through here. So loosening this baby up is going to loosen up the whole back side of the body. That's the first place I would start. So I use the Yamuna Wakers, or you could use a Saver. I've seen purple versions of these that are a little less expensive on Amazon. I can put the link in the thing. They're called OPTP. So if you type in on Amazon OPTP, you'll see a purple version of this. But I like the Yamuna one because it's the right shape. The purple one's a little different. Or if you don't have any of those, you could use a hand weight. So I'll show you what to do here. Ugh. So you want to find the center of your heel, the very center. And you're going to go for either the top of the dome, the very tippy top, or you're just going to set you at the center of your heel on the hand weight here. Let's see so you guys can see this. I'll do it from the side. So we're trying to stimulate the muscle as it attaches to the bone. So I'm going to make sure I can kind of press forward. I'm bending my knee. I'm breathing. And you can just do it for 15, 30 seconds. It might feel like super duper good to you. If you want to do 2 at a time, I usually do it both feet at a time when I'm in the kitchen. So I've got the kitchen counter behind me. That way I'm not looking down and bending my neck. And you just find that center dome. And you can kind of bend both knees and then press weight into one leg at a time. So I lift the foot, bend the knees, breathe, and press in. And the next spot is you're going to find just in front of the heel where it starts to go into the squish. So here's the whole calcaneus. We want to go right in front of it. So you're going to kind of wrap your foot over. This is where you're really going to feel that separation. I'm going to face you guys. And make sure your feet are facing forward. You're not locking your knees. You might go and get your toes to point straight. And then you can bend both knees and press. You can do one foot at a time. So I'm going to go one foot to the other. If you want more pressure, you can sit down. And then you can reach your toes. His toes like to be squiggly. So this would be a really great place to start to releasing the heel and getting back into the sciatic nerve. Okay. So if you're doing it with a hand weight, you're going for center heel. Let's see how I can do this so you can see. So find the middle of the weight, and then you're just going to press forward, bend the knee, bring the toes up, press forward, lift up. And then you can step back and get just in front of the heel. Bend the knee, press forward, rock back. Okay, so the next step that we're going to be looking at, and I'm going to use a ball for this. So I use a Yamuna ball. This is the gold ball. You want to make sure it has some give. If you're a smaller person, then you can use silver or pearl, okay? But I'm going to use gold. So you put it at the top of where your pelvis is here. And then you're going to walk your feet in. And then stand up straight. You might open the toes. So the idea is that we're helping to make more space in our pelvis, and it's going to realign your femurs. And you're going to get some relief from this because it's going to be making space in the lumbars, allowing the nerve to free itself back up. Okay, so that's something you want to be doing. The next thing, you can either use the gold or you can use other size balls. We're going to release the hamstring. So the hamstring attaches right at that sit bone. So right at the end of your butt cheek, you're going to feel that bone. So when you sit on the floor, scoot your butt back and you feel side to side, you'll feel those two big bones, okay? You're going to go on one side, put your leg out in front of you. You can use another ball to kind of as an arm lengthener, or if you have a yoga block, you can do that. So I'm going to use this leg as my kickstand, and I'm just going to use my foot in front of me to scoot my butt back and then forth, kind of like you're going down a slide. And breathe. So I'll show this from a different angle so you can see better. So my ball is going just below the butt cheek and up to the back of my pants. Okay. So don't let yourself lean like this. You want to stay up, trust the ball. It helps in the beginning to kind of like force yourself to fall off the ball just so you can tell your brain like, you're safe. So you don't hold up like this. Let your weight go all the way in the ball. So I just let the ball go all the way up the side. Okay. And you can go all the way down the hamstring. Move this stuff out of the way. So I'm going to use my heel and I'm going to push back. So now the ball's going down my leg. Okay. You can go side to side. That helps to free up the muscle groups that get stuck together. A lot of times that what aggravates that sciatic nerve as well. What I'm doing here, because I have that X pattern, I need to kind of laterally rotate. So I'm going to put one hand here, one hand here. I'm just guiding to release. It's called cross fibering. Okay. And then I can come down like I'm going down a slide. And that was just the left side. Okay. I'm going to do the right side. So you sit right on that bone just below your butt cheek. Lengthen your leg out long. Okay. You can use a yoga block or another ball as a arm lengthener, so you're not leaning too much forward. I'm using my heel as grip so that I can pull myself back and forth. Just rolling out this area. Okay. And then you can scoot back. So the ball's going down my leg. Get the rotation. And breathe. Okay. It's easy enough, right? As long as you can get on the floor. I'll have to do a modified version for those that are sitting. So now we're gonna go this side. Okay, I'm gonna put my legs out to the opposite side. This hand's on the floor. Same side hand, same side ball. And I'm just gonna allow my hips to go, like I'm gonna go off the ball and then back. And breathe. Okay, so you can do that for both sides. What you can also do is you can drop the bottom leg and you'll get a little deeper into the joint. This is great for tight hips too. I'm giving you the short version so you can follow along. So I'm just kind of letting myself slide off the ball and breathe. Put that leg down, get a little different angle. So that's some tools for you guys to play with. What oils I recommend: deep blue, obviously, because it's for anti-spasm and analgesic. So it's helping to help the muscle go, so that the nerve can be free. And then also sensationally, it's helping to relieve the pain. I recommend Basil. Basil is an amazing pain reliever. And Aromatouch blend, and this is specific for nerves. So it's helping to calm the nerves, okay? What the MetaPWR is doing is helping to heal the myelin sheath and all the soft tissue damage. So that's really important, just as a daily regimen for doing that. If you wanted to make like a sciatic roller ball, that's with like a 10 ml glass roller. Let's see if I have one over here. Hold on. So if you have an empty of a glass roller and you want to make a nerve calming blend for somebody or for yourself, I would do probably 20 drops of deep blue oil, the actual bottle of deep blue. This is the rub. So there's a whole bottle of the oil blend in this cream base. But if you have the actual oil, then I would do 20 drops. And then I would do 20 drops of basil and 20 drops of Aromatouch. So, and then fill it up with the carrier oil of your choice. I would use fractionated coconut oil. So hope this video is helpful to you guys. And yeah, it's my pleasure to help others get relief and, be able to accomplish things in life that maybe pain or things like that otherwise would stop you. So cheers.